Let's get some more analysis. Let me bring in my guest, Fahim Sadat, a political analyst and former head of the International Relations Department of Cardan University. Well, great to have you with us on our program, sir. What kind of agreements can we expect from the Taliban's meeting with European countries?
Well, I don't expect big developments in this 3 days talks, which we are at the third day and last day. But certainly, as we have heard, the Taliban have selectively given concessions of reopening the Women's Affairs Ministry, and also there's a positive signal for opening the girls' schools across Afghanistan in March, which would be a very difficult job, though, looking at the human capital that has left the country and women banished from the public sector who were largely involved in teaching at those schools. Also, serious talks have happened regarding the women that were abducted or detained, which still the Taliban have denied back in Kabul, to be released soon. And also talks on inclusivity from the Western side has taken place. We will have to see what would be done once the Taliban return. But overall, this is a positive development, at least from the Taliban's perspective. The re-establishment of minimal presence by European Union in Afghanistan, and now this the facilitation of these talks in Norway seems to give the Taliban a sense of European Union as the door of legitimacy and recognition in the Western world.
Yeah, well, the Taliban's ability and willingness to, improve its humanitarian situation will be a precondition for Western countries, for the international community at large to, formally recognize the Taliban regime. But what do you think the Taliban could do in order to ease the humanitarian situation in Afghanistan?
I think the Taliban does not have any tools at their hands to do anything at the humanitarian front. But what they could do is ease the situation, bring changes within the government, be more inclusive, and respect the women's rights and the girls' rights to education, so that the Western community or the world in general could come up with recognition, and that will help the humanitarian assistance to be delivered smoothly. Right now, almost 5 billion in humanitarian assistance is needed according to the UN. But what is more difficult is how this humanitarian needs are going to be delivered through the Taliban, with the cooperation of the Taliban, or through NGOs and other organizations. So the modality is such a difficulty. If the Taliban step up in accepting the demands of the Western and the international community and bring certain changes, that will lead to recognition. And once the Taliban are recognized, then it will be very easy for the UN and other organizations and to the helping countries to deliver aid in Afghanistan.
Thank you so much for insights into this, Mr. Fahim Sadat. Appreciate it.